She a wreck. They saying Mo, you better than the rest. Who, me? I never would've guessed. Rookie, but I do it like a vet. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got a suffer. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. I like cash money, yeah, baby, I'm a stunner. I'm a boss, I can do what I wanna. Your last was a dude, boy, that wasn't running. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Shot up to the moon, we ain't never going under. Hits on my old town slugger. Why after why, we ain't never got a suffer. Made it to the top floor, but we started from the gutter. Had to take the stairs to the top floor. Every that slept been done for. Got a few bands, need a ton more. If we empty out the that's a drum roll. If it move fire, hit them with
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Josh Lambo set to go, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Watson on first down. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off of play action, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On the counter, Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Texans 7, Jaguars nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
DJ Chark, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. A first down and more. Etienne. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsey. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jaguars 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Watson, off play action. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick. And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception. They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. Fights him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
Now Lawrence on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. Lambo on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Shaquille Griffin, former Seahawk, up to make the stop.
Second and 9 at the Jaguars' 34-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On first down, Lindsey, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Watson with a give to Miller. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He gets it to Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's a heck of an effort from Josh Allen getting in there defensively. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Touchdown, Texans! Brevin Jordan in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Barely got the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he'll be down deep in the Houston territory. That one good for 37 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Lawrence will throw. Caught on the slant. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Robinson now off the option. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Texans' 3-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Texans 21.
to the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 of the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On second down now. It's Lindsey, and this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. They'll Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. To return, here's Agnew. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne.
And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Etienne.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 31, Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but now Watson throws another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Avery Williamson there to make the stop. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Lawrence. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marvin Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw is Watson. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they will take a knee here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Josh Lambo on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put the amount of points that they did. What are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points. Continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And